You're listening to the radio and your favorite song comes on. Without even thinking about it, you start to move, tapping your fingers and toes, bobbing your head, maybe even swaying your hips in time with the beat. It feels great to move to music, and we don't even think, we just move. But wait, we don't start life like this. Have you ever sat in on an elementary school music class? If you ask children to clap along with Row, Row, Row Your Boat, or march in time to Mary Had a Little Lamb, you're gonna watch a beautiful disaster. Children will be tripping over their own 2 feet, clapping randomly with little regard to where the beat is in the music or even keeping a steady rhythm. And that's the trick. What we as adults experience as effortless and automatic takes years of maturation and a healthy dose of experience to develop. As adults, our brains are relying on years of experience with music to help interpret this complex wall of sound, to let us parse apart interwoven melodies and harmonies, to find a beat lying beneath that seems so strong, it's almost painful to not move to it. Our brains have become pattern-finding machines, capable of taking complicated rhythmic input and finding the simple patterns lying beneath. I study the development of beat perception because I want to understand how experience with our environment shapes our brains into these pattern-finding machines. Young brains, children's brains, are still developing. They don't have years of experience to rely on. Instead, they're still learning. What information in my complicated environment should I be attending to? What cues in sound tell me where the beat is? I use a variety of behavioral techniques with infants as young as 7 months old and adolescents as old as 17 years old to chart the development of beat perception. I ask them to match metronomes to music, to tell me if sounds are the same or different, or to tap along with music to see when and where they're able to find the beat. By manipulating the information in the sounds I give to them, I'm able to tell what they're using to solve these tasks. Studying the development of beat perception allows me to probe fundamental questions about human behavior, such as how we make sense of events in time, especially over longer time scales, how we bind information across multiple senses so that we can tell if someone is a good dancer or not. It also lets us figure out how we're able to take this complicated welter of information that we're constantly given and focus in and find the patterns that help us understand and make sense of our complicated environment. So the next time you see a child flailing around randomly to their favorite piece of music, join on in. It doesn't matter to them if you dance to the beat or not, and in their unbridled joy of movement, you're watching a developing brain take yet another step towards becoming the expert pattern recognizer and great dancer that comes with experience. Thank you.